Misty Combs from Kentucky stepped in to help when a family of raccoons got into some trouble.
That morning at work, someone had said, hey, there's a raccoon that's acting strange out in the parking lot. Sure enough, here was this big raccoon running around the parking lot, and it was making like a chitter-chatter noise. And we were like, what is wrong with this raccoon? He went over to a dumpster, which just happens to be behind Kentucky Mist Moonshine. And you know, that maternal instinct in me was like, I'm going to give her babies. So I grabbed a shovel, and I really didn't even think about it, but I just grabbed it and like sort of like threw her baby gently now, and it ran over and joined its mom. Well, we noticed there was another baby in that dumpster, but it was underwater. And I said, oh my gosh, we have to save it. Every time I would try to get to it, I would just push it more underwater. So one of the ladies that was with me, she pushed it to me with the shovel while I leaned as far as I could over in the dumpster, and I grabbed it by the tail.
Yeah.
And when I grabbed it by the tail, it was soaking wet. It reeked of moonshine. It had a lot going on, but it was full of water. And I just all of a sudden, I was like, I've got to do CPR on this little raccoon. Not only did my maternal instincts kick in, but my nursing instincts kicked in. Now, I have no idea how to do CPR on a raccoon. And believe me, a lot of people told me I have no idea how to do CPR on a raccoon, but I did my best at that time, and it actually worked.
It's going, it's coming down.
Come on, baby, come on. I would try to do the compressions, and every compression I did, water would come out of that raccoon. You can see I'm keeping my distance because I was afraid this raccoon would come back to life and attack me. You know, rabies is real, and that is something that we deal with every day. And I was like, if this thing comes back to life, it's liable to be scared and eat me up, and then I'm going to have to get rabies shots. But we got it to breathing again. The CPR worked, and I sat and beat on it and tried to get the fluids out of its lungs.
Not only was the raccoon in distress, it was wasted.
Yeah, it'll get loose in your car.
No, we'll put it in there. I got a box in there we can put it in.
Call the game warden. They'll come straight and get it, I promise.
It had been eating fermented peaches out of that dumpster. It was so drunk. It was so drunk it couldn't even wake up. We would open its eyes and make sure it was still alive. It was breathing.
They called the vet and U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services for help.
They got it. They took it to the vet. The vet took care of it. He gave it fluids and let him sleep off his hangover that day.
They named their new friend.
What are you doing?
We named him Otis Campbell.
Yeah, I know.
We named him Otis Campbell from the Andy Griffith Show because he does like to drink now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I broke your heart, Mother.
Pipe down, Otis, will you? Pipe down!
What do you mean, pipe down?
Otis!
When Otis felt better, they released him.
Otis showed back up, and they let me turn him loose, and I was so honored. It was the best ending ever. So we turned him loose where he had been seen before with his mom and his sibling, and hopefully they're all still together as a family.
Goodbye, Otis.
Since they now know Otis could get stuck in the trash again, the distillery got him a present.
The Moonshine place did build him a little set of steps, so if he does get in there, he can walk back out.
They're also working with the city to get a lid.
And at least he can maybe get out if he doesn't get too drunk. That's what's going to happen. But we do check the dumpster daily now to make sure that he's in there and he's not drowning yet.
Although Misty risked getting hurt to save Otis, she says she'd do it again.
I was just doing what my instinct said to do. I was like, let's save this raccoon, okay? A lot of people do think I'm crazy, and I just try to tell people You can't be too kind, okay? If you are going to be kind, though, especially to wild animals, don't get rabies while you're doing it, okay?
For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Andrea Swindall.